Welcome to Campaign SMS and Reference Reports. This video covers the remaining 6 tabs in the PBX Management Reports section: Campaign Performance, Campaign Call Log, SMS Activity, Feature Codes, Registration History, and Portal Audit. The first 3 are operational reports that track AI outbound campaign metrics, per call campaign detail, and SMS messaging volume. The last 3 are reference and audit tools: a complete dial code reference, a SIP device registration event log, and a customer portal action audit trail. Together with the call reports and extension and DID reports we covered previously, these complete the full reporting suite in the admin console. Let's start by logging in. This is the AI Campaign Performance Report. It provides a high-level summary of all outbound AI calling campaigns for the selected tenant and date range. At the top, 6 summary cards give you an instant overview. Total calls shows the complete count of campaign calls attempted. Completed shows successful calls in green. Failed in voicemail shows calls that couldn't connect or reached voicemail in red. Success rate is the percentage of calls where the AI agent achieved its objective. Average duration shows the mean call length, and total minutes gives cumulative talk time. Below the summary cards, a sentiment bar visualizes the distribution of positive, neutral, and negative call outcomes: green for positive, gray for neutral, and red for negative. This gives you a quick read on how contacts are responding to the AI agent. Below the sentiment bar, the per campaign breakdown table shows 1 row per campaign with 12 columns. Campaign name links back to the campaign configuration page. Agent shows which AI agent handled the calls. From DID shows the outbound caller ID used. Status shows the campaign state: active, paused, completed, or archived, as a color-coded badge. Then you have the numeric columns: calls completed, failed, voicemail, average duration, success percentage, and total minutes. The sentiment column shows positive and negative badge counts for each campaign. The filter bar at the top lets you adjust the date range and filter by a specific campaign from the drop-down. The Run button refreshes the data, and Export CSV downloads the full table. This report is ideal for comparing campaign effectiveness, which AI agent scripts are performing best, which campaigns have the highest success rates, and where sentiment trends need attention. Now let's look at the campaign call log. Navigate to it from the reports dropdown. While campaign performance gives you aggregate metrics per campaign, the call log shows every individual call. Think of it as the CDR equivalent for AI campaigns. The filter bar offers 5 controls: start and end date, campaign dropdown, status filter for narrowing to completed, failed, voicemail, or other dispositions, and a search field for looking up specific contact names or phone numbers. The Run button refreshes, and Export CSV downloads the full data set. The call count on the right shows how many records match your current filters. The table below shows 9 columns: date, campaign, to number, contact name, status badge, duration in seconds, disconnection, reason, AI sentiment badge, and a truncated summary of what the AI agent reported about the call outcome. Each row in the campaign call log is expandable. Click any row that has additional detail, and a purple bordered detail panel appears below it. The expanded view shows the full AI summary, a paragraph describing what happened during the call and whether the objective was achieved. If a recording exists, an inline audio player lets you listen right here without leaving the page. If a transcript was generated, it's displayed in a scrollable, pre-formatted block showing the full conversation between the AI agent and the contact. Below the detail content, metadata shows the From DD, any external ID you assigned when importing contacts, the Retell Call ID for cross-referencing with the AI platform, the completion timestamp, and the attempt count. This level of detail makes it easy to review individual conversations, quality check AI agent performance, and investigate specific outcomes without switching between multiple systems. Next is the SMS Activity report. This tracks messaging volume per DID across the tenant. At the top, a filter card controls the date range with start date, end date, filter, and reset buttons. Below the filters, 4 summary cards show total messages, inbound count in green, outbound count in blue, and MMS count in cyan. These give you an instant picture of overall messaging volume and the direction split. Below the summary cards, a count shows how many DIDs had SMS activity in the period. The table shows 1 row per DID with 7 columns, an expand arrow, the DDID number, inbound count, outbound count, bold total, MMS count highlighted in cyan when greater than 0, and last activity timestamp. Results are sorted by total messages with your busiest numbers at the top. This helps you identify which phone numbers carry the most messaging traffic and whether the load is balanced across your DID pool. Each DID row in the SMS activity table is clickable. Click the arrow or anywhere on the row and a user breakdown panel expands below it. This AJAX-loaded subtable shows which extensions sent or received messages on that DID. Each user row shows extension number, name, inbound count, outbound count, bold total, and last activity timestamp. This drill down is valuable for understanding messaging patterns at the individual user level. If one extension is sending a disproportionate number of outbound messages, you can investigate whether that's expected business activity or a potential issue. System-generated messages, like queue auto-replies, show as system or queue with a dash for the extension number. The Export CSV button above the table downloads the DID level summary data for external analysis. Now let's look at the Feature Codes Reference tab. Unlike the other tabs in the Reports section, Feature Codes is not a report. It's a read-only reference page listing every star code and depth feature available in the PBX. The page is organized into category cards, 16 categories covering supervisor functions, extension monitoring, voicemail, directory, call parking, do not disturb, call flow toggle, call pickup, in-call transfer, intercom and paging, ad hoc conference, call center agent controls, caller ID selection for outbound DID pools, diagnostics, outbound dialing patterns, and in-conference dev commands. Each card shows a table with the code column displaying the star code, like *78 for DND, the name, a description explaining what the code does, and a BLF column indicating whether the feature supports a BLF lamp on the phone. This is the page you point users to when they ask what star codes are available on their phones. Registration history tracks SIP device registration events. Every time a phone connects, disconnects, or refreshes its registration with the PBX server. The filter bar provides 6 controls. Start and end date. Define the time window. The default is the last 24 hours. The extension field lets you search for a specific endpoint. The status drop-down filters by registration state. Reachable means the phone is connected. Not reachable means it dropped. Removed means the registration was deleted. Updated means an existing registration was refreshed. And created means a new registration appeared. 3 checkboxes let you hide soft phone, WebRTC registrations, show only soft phone registrations, or include SIP trunk registrations. The table shows date, extension number, name, status badge, phone make and model parsed from the user agent string, MAC address, contact IP, round-trip time in milliseconds, and the server that received the registration. This report is essential for troubleshooting phone connectivity issues. The last tab is Portal Audit. This logs every action taken by users in the customer portal: logins, logouts, settings changes, agent queue operations, and contact management. The filter bar has 4 controls: start and end date, an action drop-down for filtering by specific action types like login, logout, DND changes, or agent pause events, and a username field for searching specific users. The table shows date, extension, username, action as a color-coded badge. Green for login and agent login, gray for logout, yellow for pause events, blue for settings changes, and red for delete actions, followed by the detail column showing specifics of the action and the IP address the user connected from. This audit trail is important for security and compliance. You can see exactly who logged in, when, from what IP address, and what changes they made. If a customer reports unexpected settings changes, this is where you investigate. Every report tab in this section supports CSV export, campaign performance, campaign, call, log, and SMS activity each have an export CSV button in their filter bar. Registration history has an export CSV button above the data table. The exported files include all records matching your current filters, not just the current page. Campaign performance. Exports per campaign metrics, including success rates and sentiment counts. Campaign call log exports individual call records with AI summaries, transcripts, and external IDs. SMS Activity exports per DID message counts. Registration history exports every event with phone model, MAC, and IP details. Portal Audit data can be filtered and reviewed on screen. Use the action and username filters to narrow to the specific events you need. Feature codes is a static reference and doesn't have an export. It's always the same complete list of available dial codes. That covers the remaining 6 reporting and reference tabs in the admin console. Here's a quick recap. Campaign performance provides aggregate campaign metrics with success rates, sentiment analysis, and per-campaign breakdowns. Use it to compare AI agent effectiveness across campaigns. Campaign call log gives you per-call detail with expandable transcripts, recordings, and AI summaries, essential for quality review and troubleshooting individual conversations. SMS Activity tracks messaging volume per DID with expandable per-user breakdowns. Monitor which numbers and extensions generate the most SMS traffic. Feature codes is your always available reference for all star codes and DTMF commands. Registration history tracks phone connectivity events for troubleshooting, and Portal Audit provides the security audit trail for customer portal actions. Together with call reports and extension and DID reports, these complete the full reporting toolkit in Cloudspire Voice. Check the documentation link below for the full reference.